Welcome back to Save the Nation. The allegations of two-tier Keir have begun, but is it true? Well, Keir Starmer's first speech following the initial Southport riots last week was bold and robust.
I can announce today that following this meeting, we will establish a national capability across police forces to tackle violent disorder. These thugs are mobile, they move from community to community, and we must have a policing response that can do the same.
And I should add, the Prime Minister was right to take this approach. The hooligans and yahoos we have seen causing havoc on our streets deserve to face the full force of the law. However, how did Sir Keir respond during a similar round of riots just a few years ago? Oh, that's right, he took the knee to the Black Lives Matter mob, as did the now Deputy Prime Minister, Angela Rayner. And it wasn't just senior Labour politicians either. Who could forget the time this police officer cowed to the mob too? Yet this question of two-tier policing is clearly sensitive. This was Metropolitan Police Commissioner Sir Mark Rowley leaving today's Cobra meeting when asked by a Sky News journalist about two-tier policing.
Are we going to end two-tier policing, sir?
Being doorstepped is an experience I had quite a number of times as a minister, going in and out of the Cabinet Office, and I never lost my temper. Indeed, it's unprofessional of Rowley to have done so, and made worse by dishonest statement by the police's press office, though I'm glad he has subsequently apologised. Obviously, the Commissioner is busy, but civilian policing is about self-control. If senior officers give way to their emotional urges and allow the red mist to descend, how can a constable be expected to retain his sang-froid when dealing with a yob? Rowley, as with other public figures, must be held to account and explain why there is not two-tier policing. Why, for instance, did the police stand by when Colston's statue was pulled down in Bristol, an event that was followed 2 days later by Sir Keir taking the knee, giving the strong impression that he was in favour of that type of disorder? Why were the Sarah Everard protests aggressively policed when the Black Lives Matter ones were handled with kid gloves? Why is shouting at Muslims dealt with effectively when shouting similar abuse at Jewish people has been ignored? The police stood by as Colston's statue was torn down and boasted of a successful approach to policing. On that day, the rioters won. So although there may be no intentional double standard, it is the impression that counts. Equally, why does the Metropolitan Police now appear to take orders from number 10 with Sir Keir as the incumbent, but when Suella Braverman was Home Secretary, it made it clear that she could not give orders as the police are rightly independent of political control? Rioting is always wrong, and justice must always be done. Let justice be done, though the heavens fall. As ever, let me know your views, mailmog@gbnews.com.